Hello and welcome to HR from my shed with Julie of JG HR Solutions Limited. So today we're going to talk about furlough again. The scheme is still ongoing, due to end on the 30th of September, but some changes will come into play on the 1st of July. And those changes are for employers. So employees will still get the 80% furlough salary. Of course, employers can top that up to 100%, but that 80% base figure doesn't change. But employers, from the 1st of July, you have to start making the contributions again. So similar to what's been done before in the scheme, and they call them contributions, but what it actually means is that you cannot claim the whole 80% back from the scheme. So from the 1st of July, you can claim 70% back, and August and September, that will change down to 60% as the scheme tapers out. Now, what this means is that you might, as employers, decide that the furlough scheme is costing you too much money and that you can't afford it. Because don't forget, employees will still carry on accruing holidays when they're on furlough. And of course, you've got your NI and your pension contributions. So it's not a free scheme, and it never has been for employers. So if you're thinking about getting your employees back into the workplace, just make sure that you've done your risk assessments, you've made as many of the changes as possible, and you know what I'm going to say, communication is key. Make sure that your employees are aware, manage their expectations, let them know when you're expecting them back into work, the reasons why, and show them, if you can, the changes you've made. So those changes, you could do a little video walkthrough to show the changes. You can invite somebody into the workplace prior to them starting. So even though the guidance is still work from home where you can, we as business owners know that that's not always possible. It's not always practical. And it's not always the best thing for the employer and the employee and for the business going forward. But make sure you've made those changes. Employees, if you're a bit anxious about going back into the workplace, that's absolutely normal. Let your employer know what's making you feel anxious so that they can work together with you to get back into work. So that's the changes for the furlough scheme. Be aware of what's changes. Get your business planning in place. Know what you're going to do and let your team know what you're going to do. Managing expectations and communications is always the best way to go. So that's it from HR from my shed for today. Thanks as always for watching, and thanks again for sharing, and I shall speak to you too soon. So goodbye from HR from my shed.